Yay. I don't know. Is there any funny thing to say about today?
I was swamped with work, so I'm barely like, I'll be present in after I have my first drink, like sip of my first drink. I think I'll
All
go
right.
with that.
Cheers, mix, click, and code with Boozy browsing, sipping and fixing the.
All right. So let's get to the drink then.
Please. It's been one of those days for me.
I do want to go first then.
Oh, sure. Um, I saw this on the shelf and I was like, oh, that looks like a new version, but now I feel like I might have had this before.
Hmm.
So it's Upslope Brewing, they're local, but Oatmeal Stout is the actual. Maybe I've had their beers a bunch, so maybe I had a different
You
one
know,
of
this
their.
is one of those things. I think you have a mirror set up too. So when you put it in, like the way I read it,
Oh,
it's
yeah, back.
backwards.
Well, I can't tilt the right way.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, I fixed it at one point for one of the talks that I had to do,
Mhm.
but I'm sure it kind of went back to the old
Well,
settings.
I was hoping for some special wording, but it's an oatmeal stout.
Hmm.
Root shoot English palate malt. We'll see.
You
It'll be a
do
good beer.
find a lot of different stouts. I need to go back
Mm.
to the ones that you drank and go from there.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
I'm
there's
doing
a ton of breweries in Colorado, so it's pretty easy to find a
stout.
Colorado brewery with
Yeah.
any kind of beer you want.
I'm doing wine again. It's a different one. Sea Seaglass.
It's like completely clear. Is it just the coloring?
Yeah. Well, no.
Or is it really, really light? Oh, it's empty. I was looking at the top of the bottle.
Hey, no, wait.
Yes, so
It was one of those days for me yesterday, so I had to
mm,
get some.
I understand.
But yes, it's damn it.
Like I said, I need a sip.
So it's Sauvignon Blanc again. That's actually my choice of white wine.
Mm.
It's less sweet, I feel like. I don't know. I might be completely wrong. I just might be mental. Yeah, it's California wine, Central Coast growing region. Truly special. I think everyone is truly special.
Of course.
Uh, intense aroma of fresh citrus and balanced by ripe tropical fruit and melon. Oh shit, melon.
Oh, and you already had some though, right?
I was actually thinking yesterday, I was like, why does it taste weird?
Mm.
Maybe that was it. But I mean, I'll deal with it. I'm sure the alcohol kind of took away
Oh,
the
didn't kill you.
didn't kill me. Although I got drunk pretty quickly yesterday.
Mm,
Light bodied with a lightful, crisp, clean finish. Well, if I get swollen face towards the
right.
end, you know why.
Yeah.
Well, cheers.
Well, this is a very easy drinking beer. Cheers.
Have a sip before we start. Ugh.
Now you're worried about it.
Yeah, now I'm kind of worried about it,
Can I
but
kill you?
whatever.
Maybe the
I'll be
second
fine.
dose will put you in under.
Right. So today we are going to revisit the history of boozy browsing. Actually, I don't know. It might be no, it's not. It's not actually 1 year anniversary yet because I think we started around end of May, early June-ish last year.
Okay.
Yeah, but I was just cleaning up the playlist and the podcast because when we started, we just dumped everything into one section. So I was doing
Yeah.
some cleanup to make it easier for people to find it and then watch it. And I was cleaning up the website as well and realized that we had up to this day, we have published 44 episodes, but by the time this goes out, we'll probably have around 50. So that's kind of a moment that wanted to go
That,
back and see what kind of topics we talked about and has some
that
well,
explains why I can't remember what beer I've had. At this point, it's kind of, unless I'm going to start drinking beer that I know I don't like, it's going to
that
be
one I
hard to
know you
find.
didn't have it because I remember some of
Yeah.
the ones that because especially stouts because I want to
Uh,
get and taste those stouts. So like I'm paying attention to stouts usually. That
yeah.
one is new.
Yeah. I felt like it. I mean, I've had other types of their beer.
Hmm.
Uh, so they have a red can. There's a bunch of different ones that they make, but I thought it was new.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So as what we always do to now these days to kind of expedite the process of summarizing things, I asked the LLMs to see going through all the episodes that are published, group it by some of the common topics and what can be elaborated more. But some LLMs can't open YouTube, so had to use different ways to feed in the content. So it's not perfect. I don't think they were able to do a really good job in summarizing, and I didn't really want to spend too much time on that. So major content buckets that we had were, it's probably going to be familiar, and then I wonder if you agree or not. Live website audits, obviously, the
Makes
core format.
sense.
And it seems like that's like the most we did, as we
Hmm.
promised on our purpose of this. And AI vibe coding is a
We did that
major
for a while.
thread. Yeah, because we tested out various things, not just with just coding, with other industry attempted as
Uh-huh.
well, and then also with ever evolving LLMs and ability these vibe coding and AI can do. We probably would be visiting these a lot more as well. Industry strategy deep dive. Yeah, like
Yeah.
headless CMS,
Yeah.
enterprise WordPress, and things like that. Decouple, um, platform readiness, and things like that. Probably, I mean, we'll go get through like what topics that will continue to go on, and guest episodes. Apparently, we had let's see
We
how
had a
many.
few guests.
Yeah, I actually had the full names. We had not few. We had a lot actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I lost it. Oh, here. There we go. One, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 different guests, actually. Nick,
Hmm.
I can't pronounce his last name, so I'm not going to
I was
attempt
gonna
it.
wonder.
Security
Yep.
stuff. Laura and Ariel, the UX design collectives, and Sean Milley, the intern
The
to,
intern.
yeah, and Tim from Bloomberg, Tim Heimberger. I just always get his last name wrong, but and Dove Logan and Sharpie and Dawn from Searchcraft
Yep.
guys, and Maribeth for accessibility
Yeah.
from iMark. So yeah, I mean, I thought we had. I didn't think we had this many, so I was like, well, we can probably get more, but that was our what little over 6 months,
I feel like there's always hesitation for people. They're like, "Yeah, I'd love to be on," and
right?
then I think they think through. Do I want to really drink on camera? I don't know why that's a big deal. I mean, it's
Yeah,
not like you're drinking multiple.
yeah.
You're just
Also,
having a drink.
they didn't watch the show because they think it's like, oh, drinking and talk shit about things. I was like, it's not really that. We don't really go. We
Yeah.
do criticize a lot, but
Criticizing
it's
the obvious stuff, though,
right.
that's very public. It's clear that it's broken
Mhm.
for the most part. Some of them looking or thinking about the past when they were pretty good. It's like, well, you got to find something to talk about.
Mhm.
That's pretty rare. I feel like either the sites are really good or
Mhm.
they're pretty bad,
Yeah.
like in general. Like if AI was really going to be able to go through the video parts and look at it, I bet that would have been it's one or the other. Some were very few were like, okay, and then ignore it. It was either really bad, all kinds of stuff to talk about, or they just really look professional. And then you found like one thing.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, it's a criticizing with a valid point, and then we try
Right.
to give recommendations on how to fix it and what needs to be done. So
Yeah.
we're not going to be just saying like, oh, this sucks and just move on. It's just, we'll
Right.
always give some constructive criticism on that. And another topic was practical quick win episodes. So like quick fixes, quick tactics, simple changes you can boost up your conversion, that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Leadership and team culture. It's more like a DevOps and team, yeah. So like enterprise or like a bigger team. So like
Yeah.
we do help on that because we do go in and do consulting type of gig as well. And we see a lot of different teams. And also we have managed a lot of different sizes and type of teams before, technical, non-technical. So I mean, that's something that we can also keep going for leadership type of episodes. Lightning rounds. These are fun actually. Quick. quick audits on different
Yeah.
sites. And special formats, I think these are mostly lunch and learn. So like
Right.
bike
Yeah. The
history and things like that.
go through a topic ones.
Yeah. And some of the memorable moments, usually it's actually it's connecting with the running jokes.
Oh yeah.
This I couldn't really find it in times, but but there was that you were recording the entire audit, thought you recorded it, and then you
I
forgot to
remember that
screen
one.
share, so you have to redo the whole thing.
Yep.
And that was fun to edit because there was like whole full like 40 minutes and then another one of 40 minutes.
Yeah. I feel like that one might have been my lightning one too. I can't remember. Like it was on my own. I know that. Yeah. That was a fail.
Yeah. So,
Technology fail.
but I can't really joke about that because I did the exact same thing a
Mhm.
couple days ago. So I had to re-record everything. I think I told you this. I'm supposed to record my keynote for the conference that I have to do in March. I thought it was a really good run too. And I realized I didn't share my
Yeah.
screen. So I had to redo it. I mean, you gave me a little bit of encouragement to like, yo, you'll do better because you just read over the whole thing. No, the other one was better.
I feel like for me, when I do things like that, the next recording or next version of it is worse.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I mean, I get better or whatever. But like
Right.
typically, I told you about, like, I feel like I'm much more better ad hoc, especially these types of topics where I'm
Yeah.
just talking about things that I know,
Yeah.
or giving opinions versus a canned, like, slide deck of something where I either have to really, really know the slides and like spend a lot of time on it, which I don't feel like I want to do for most boozy browsings.
Oh, Boozy Browsings, yeah.
Um, or I just talk and then, I get some things wrong, but it's not
Yeah.
like I'm stumbling over things usually.
Yeah. I mean, I even told you this when we're preparing for, I think it was like we're co-speaking. When
Mm.
we rehearsed, you did way better than the actual
Well, I
one.
forget because when you rehearse on those things, you talk about, like, you talk through topics.
Mhm.
And then when you're doing it, if you're doing it again, in my mind, it's like I'm thinking, did I already say this? Right?
Yes.
Because I already said it a day ahead of time. And then
I think
so I don't say as much because I feel like I already said it.
I think it was even worse because I was listening to it. So you're
Mm.
explaining for the first time. And then second time, you already know in your mind that you already told me this. So you're
Yeah.
trying not to explain the same thing, but that defeats the purpose of rehearsing now.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. But anyways, that was one episode. It's memorable. I'm not gonna show that. And the second one is Matt's dilated eyes. And we ended up doing accessibility tests because of that.
That
That
was
I have
published recently. I
yeah,
know it happened a while back, but I just saw it go up live a couple
that
weeks
I
ago.
have a oh, hold on.
I saw the AI caricature of it too, of my like fully blacked out eyes.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, let's see. I don't know if they will actually do the sounds if I play this, but let's see.
I hear it.
Really? You can't read anything right now?
I went to the eye doctor today, and I don't know if anyone can tell, but my eyes are completely blacked out because they're totally dilated, little fuzzy, or a lot fuzzy.
But we'll replace
So,
it with one of those AI eyes and you can't tell the difference.
yeah, it gave me some pupils or
And
some
must
white.
have
So
Yeah.
that I don't know, you can see it. You can probably watch it on the actual thing. So your eyes actually look very dilated.
Oh yeah, they were blacked out completely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was your dilated eyes. And the fly that
I
was
love how we're making fun of me all the time.
well, you're the one who's actually causing it.
I know.
Well, yeah, that one I caught because I made a special episode for that one, shorts for that one. And
I think we could go the opposite for all the times you spilt your drink. But
there
that's
is
just a short.
there is that one. I actually it wasn't published, so I clicked it. So I'll show that next probably on the next go around.
Mm.
And I curse a lot on those.
Yes.
More
I have a
ta-
fly in my office. This is going to be really annoying. I have one
Sorry.
fly in here. It keeps finding me. As long as it doesn't find my beer. I
Right.
think it
Well,
did. The fly is going to drive me crazy. I don't know where it came from, and it was not here earlier.
let's see if they can
Let's
entertain us
see.
more.
As long as it stays off the beer, I'll be fine. I'm not going to be able to concentrate now. I don't even know what we're talking about. Talking about teams, multi-teams, collaboration, communication, right? We should know how hard it is for me to concentrate in the first
Yeah.
place. So
So start
any
with the
distraction.
actually very important. Sometimes it might feel like it's you got it. I was
I think I
wait, did
got
you
the
catch the
fly.
fly?
I think I got it. Sorry, you could tell that I was not paying attention.
I
think I
heard a
got-
dunk.
Like hit the mic. It landed on the mic at first, and then it landed on the keyboard. Yeah,
It's funny. Like I
surprisingly.
did all this thing, and then all I hear is a dunk. I was like, "Oh, you were
You
just
did a really
catching
good
the
job
fly."
explaining the whole topic.
This one actually was funnier because you can actually see the fly flying around you,
Right. I remember that part.
and the entire time you're more worried about it stealing your beer.
Oh, then I had to get up and get a different beer. And I think I had a cup too. Like it's one thing if I had a can, but I think I had an actual like
Mhm.
in a glass.
Yeah. And this was actually me because it's active God. Like I remember, like I lost power, so I couldn't really. So I had to do the AI version and then put it into
Yeah.
and stitch it into the episode because you couldn't hear me or see, and then like it literally disappear, and you're like, and there she goes. Yeah, I'll find that episode and clip it in. It's a full episode. I'll probably just find the beginning part of it. And other than that, it's just more like our top words were beer. I was so happy about that.
Uh,
I don't know if I want to show it. I might clip it in if I want to. I feel like,
shocking that was our first, our most said word.
yeah. I don't know if you want to watch. It's like really short. I think.
We have to figure out a way to do a different word for beer so that we can have a different word in 2026.
Oh, I mean,
I
we
don't
can
think
work on that.
I don't think we're good enough to actually remember to do a different word than
Probably not, especially when you have
beer.
beer in there. All right. So,
Where
and
did
then,
you barely ever? Well, maybe you were drinking beer at the beginning.
yeah,
So I
I
feel like
will.
you barely ever drink beer on it. You're almost always wine or something.
Recently, yeah, I was always beer in the beginning.
Mm.
But yeah, I can go back to it. I still have a lot because I don't normally drink beer and
Mhm.
they don't necessarily sell by a can.
Right.
So I just
Yeah,
have
and it's
so,
expensive when you buy it by the can.
I'll rather do that though, if I could just buy individual can
Yeah.
because I don't drink any of like, so I have so many. It's just like stacked all over the place right now. So unfortunately, and oh, this is a memorable moment. So I'll play it. All right. Now it's just like me trying to find this video. Yay. A sponsor.
Oh, right. Yay!
They sent the
Oh, I
they
didn't
sent the
bring
sticker.
stickers.
Yeah, so I just brought the sticker, probably easier to look at it. So,
And finally, a can that fits my hands.
yeah,
It's big.
I got this and I'm like,
I still want to go up there. I want to
"Oh,
do
finish it."
an on-site.
It's
Maybe it's a challenge.
it's like
32 ounces
I mean, I have a big hand, but like we can compare it to my
by
hand.
your head.
It's huge. I don't think I ever had a 32-ounce beer. Stay tuned for Yep. But
Yeah, I want
that's
to get up
also
there.
yeah, it's a
Um,
really good beer.
yeah, they have a bunch of others too up there. So
Yeah, and I actually I remember following up with the owner, one of the owners, I think. I was like, I really love the stout.
uh,
So that's good. All right, so that was our memorable moment, and I mean, it's kind of goes by to evolution. Our pilot, we're just doing a drinking game format with newspaper sites. Yeah, that's what we did in the beginning, right?
yeah, we tried drinking games, or we tried to come up with a plan, but I think it
Yeah.
would have been a mess. Especially some of the earlier sites that we started looking at, they were just all
Yeah.
great content, bad websites.
Yeah. And early episodes, it says like industry debates, like headless CMS, enterprise
Yeah.
bloat, replatforming, and mid run, although it's like a short period of time, it's not that long in podcast world, I guess. Guest
Yeah.
episodes and try to get towards more three framework takes shape on our audits. Like 2025 was lightning round, solo episodes, lunch and learn format. 2026 was so far was strategy episode, deeper audits, and more diving into different ways to evaluate vibe coding. So, I mean, all these contents, I think it's still very valid for us to keep going on, like live website audit. That's constantly things that we're going to
Hmm.
do. Vibe coding, evaluating vibe coding. And I do also want to talk more about how do you want to plan your team? How do you want to train your team with this AI keep getting
Yeah.
smarter and replacing? And there's a bigger fear of people thinking that it's going to replace. And every interview I get into, they're asking about this, especially for the tech developers. But I mean, I get very similar senses. We talked about this a lot too with other leaders or other people who are in um, development world too, or in other words, that it can't replace it at the state. You might think that is people who are not really experts on it. So you have to have
Right.
someone who's overseeing it or governing it. But at the same time, you can use it to make it more efficient. So, like, how do you actually leverage, balance that correctly? Probably something that we will touch base a lot as well.
Yeah. I feel like I want to get, I've talked to a lot of people around AI, and I'd love to have a conversation with someone that not just is posting on LinkedIn about how amazing they're doing with AI,
Right.
but actually talk through how they've orchestrated a quote unquote team and AI agents and showing the output, like how, like someone actually showing productivity. Again, not that these things don't help, obviously they do, but I, I I still struggle with building out a quote unquote team of software developers with these tools. And I'm relatively smart. Like I still end up getting to the point where I can only manage so much work anyway. So even though they're faster
Yeah.
at doing tasks, my ability to review and then send it back to them, like the bottleneck is still that oversight,
Yeah.
which can't be replaced because they're not doing, like, they don't do it perfectly. If they were doing it perfectly, then there wouldn't be as much of a need for oversight, or you could build the oversight. But since they don't, and they're really expensive tools, the ones I'm using,
Mhm.
um, I don't know how you like actually replace seasoned senior like management and like team leads and things like that. Um,
I don't
and
think
you
you
talked
can.
about it before, like you have to train people into those roles
Right.
because they're going to be retiring out or moving on to different things, and there's only so many. Like I
Yeah.
can only do so much work myself with no developers, quote
Yeah.
unquote, no developers.
Yeah.
And I don't feel like it's more than I was able to do with a team of people. I could just have more people, and they would do it better, more right the first time. Basically,
Yeah.
it took
It's
them
not
longer.
just it's just not on development world either. Even for
Mhm.
all the tasks that you do, like do you make different LLMs do different deep research? You still the outcome they output is
Mhm.
long. You still have to read through it. I mean, you do get lazy these days, and sometimes I actually even for like really long articles, I was just reading about um this AI guy, another very prominent AI LLM product, whatever owner.
Oh,
And he wrote an article. It was kind of a hit last couple days, or maybe it was yesterday, or I don't remember exactly the time frame. But he compared COVID to how AI is, because like how COVID changed like a lot of things, as to now that AI is really changing a lot like that. So he was
okay.
comparing that, and it was a long article. There's a really good insights to it, especially things around that I was talking to you about. That like we need to be use it smartly. use it, make sure that there's still a good governing going on to oversee it's not doing weird things and but things like that. So it's a really good insights, but it's like I think it was I don't know the pages, but it's like one of those like really, really long essay.
White
So
paper
I
type
had
paper.
it AI summarize it just to kind of see, like just get the highlights of it, what's important for me. Those are fine, but even
Yeah.
when you ask for it for to do some industry research or whatever research, it will output like 10-page paper, if not 18-page paper for you.
Yeah, it has to make it look smart, make itself look like it's smart,
Yeah.
I guess.
And sometimes it's like it's way too much information. Like I don't care about all these weird jargons about rule 105, whatever CT, whatever jargons they're
Yeah,
talking about. I don't care about those. How is that important to me? How is it
yeah.
relevant to me? So it doesn't really have ability to
The
do that.
the problem is there's no in between because it it can do the in between, but then it's all garbage. Well,
Right.
not all garbage, but it makes stuff up. It's the hallucinations, it's making up to feel more or to make you feel like it's confident.
Yeah. And
And
also
without all the supporting information, there's no way to validate it. So you're just if you read the synopsis stuff of its research doing itself, then it's almost always wrong.
yeah. And
Um,
also sometimes when I ask it to summarize it, how does it know to summarize it that
for
for the need of my
mm,
purpose to
yeah,
summarize? Like it doesn't necessarily catch that all up. It's easier with the LLMs that I trained that I use for a long time, so it has some history of it, or even the ones that I created projects for with all the relevant information that I
right,
already injected in. Those gave me little better results on what I'm exactly looking for, but not even exactly looking for, close to what I'm looking for. But it doesn't necessarily summarize it well. So I might be missing the information that will be very, very relevant to me. So
right.
that does happen a lot. And I think this is I'm starting to think this, and I read it somewhere. I forgot the exact article where I read it, because these kids and whoever is supposed to be starting to learn critical thinking, they're not having that ability because they're relying on these. Because
Yeah,
critical thinking and all these things starts when you start questioning it, analyzing it, reading it, and just kind of question and think it differently than what is given to you. But that ability is going away because they're relying on what ChatGPT will tell you or what other LLM will
sure.
tell you to think.
I wouldn't well, I do wonder, since you're bringing it up, if there's a cycle there, though,
Mhm.
um, that you're not just because it's not like it's a we're not evolving away from being able to critical think, right? I think we got self-reliant on the data, but I think that happened with, like, news websites and then social media, and then
Mm.
both people pulled away from them because, like, "Well,
Right.
I clearly can't believe most of the things I'm reading."
Yeah.
So now you just, you assume everything's wrong, and then you have to think through every single thing. So your
Right.
critical thinking somewhat comes back from generations that could have sunk into it. And I think this new generation, well, new generation, it's whatever the current, like, my kids are now 18 and 20, right?
Right.
Like that generation coming out of high school into college right now. I feel like they went through social media and the quote unquote fake news, however you want to put it, just entertainment
Mhm.
websites, right? Where it was almost always the headlines were somewhat leading in one direction or another, or just trying to get you to click in. And
Mhm.
the mistrust is there. So I would hope that they're going to continue that cycle with the Chat GPTs and Anthropic and all the other things coming out with Claude. So, but the answers are getting less wrong, I guess, also
Yeah.
from the LLMs,
Yeah.
right? Like we talked about them being wrong, but they're still coming up with more factual data, because I think their processing power is getting more and more powerful.
Yeah.
Um, and I don't know this because I'm not on the sociology side of things, but I don't feel like they're trying to make us feel good about ourselves as much as they were before. Like, oh, you're absolutely right. Oh, I'm so sorry. I, you know, those types
Yeah.
of answers are, and I've also trained, quote unquote, trained mine. I put I tell it not to, and I put it in some of the instructions about, like,
Don't even say that.
don't tell me I'm absolutely right. Don't tell me I'm sorry. I'll do it better next time.
Yeah, I don't care.
I don't care about those things. You're not a person.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have any empathy towards you.
But not just critical thinking though. I think it's more creativity is
Yeah.
diluting because like they generate great pictures, but if you really get into it, it's like
Mm,
it's like a collage of different things from different
yeah.
places. It's just like the results of everything. So
I
it feels like its creativity is not really getting promoted or trained anymore.
Some things, I mean, whether it's off or they're just hitting another plateau of things, like
Yeah.
the video stuff and even the imagery, like, it's still the details are not there. There's always pieces that make it clearly not authentic, especially the videos, like the AI, like, generated any kind of video stuff. It's just kind of like, it's I don't know how else to put it, like, it's always missing, like, the pieces that make you obviously know that it's a real thing.
Hmm.
Um, like, it's almost like when Pixar first came out, except that was cool, right? And it was interesting.
Yeah.
And then they had like hair stuff. They could create hair and like, well, it's still obviously not real, but
Yeah.
they're on a different level,
Yeah.
because they try to make it look real, but there's still things off about it.
Yeah. There's I mean I went through while it was I went to
Mhm.
building all these things, creating an actual 3D animation while it was going on. It was texture was one thing because like
Mhm.
make the skin look like skin without making it look fishy. So
Mhm.
self-surfacing, scattering, or whatever, all these other things that you have to kind of come up with to make it look like that. And also
Yeah.
hair, fur, it goes really crazy without making it look like it's like you're just like looking like a stuffed animal. There's a lot of evolution around it. Those are better. I mean, if you look at like there's a shorts that we're putting out, especially the last episode. Well, the published episode at the moment is when I was trying to recreate the
Right.
3D animation I did 15 years ago, no, 12 years ago with AI. Texture is much better. Animation is much better, but there's no consistency around the character to throughout the 2-minute clip. It's like almost identical to when we try to build something, it constantly changes different things.
Okay. Yeah.
And it's way too obvious. It's so visual because character consistency. I have 2 characters, a baby and a bird. Every time I make the clip, something changes. Baby has like
Painted
it's supposed to be a
mask.
bald baby with a certain onesie thing.
Mhm.
The the clothes changes. Baby has some weird hair. Baby has some weird thing on top. And the bird too, like bird actually is a white bird with like a little patch on his eye as a kind of like a look like my old guinea pig.
Yeah.
Every time it changes, there's like bird gets like a little fluffier, it gets bigger, like it has a weird blue brown tips on its different things, and it's the bird species change along the way. So it's really interesting to see that the whole thing. Took me 2 days, but I'm actually staying in one LLM just to make sure that it keeps the consistency. It doesn't do it.
Uh,
So it was an interesting experiment, and it's very obvious. There's like the short clips of comparing the later one and the older one. So there's a lot of those. So there's like it's still very obvious that it's not there, and not just in wow
there we go. Interrupt your turn.
development world. I came prepared. Hey, this is for you.
Right.
Oh no, yeah, whatever. I think we're almost there to finish this
At
episode
the
anyway.
end. You can
But
edit that out.
I'm not gonna edit this out.
Good.
Especially when I made fun of you for the first half hours
Yep.
and I'm still drinking the rest of it. Anyways, so that was the recap. I mean, it kind of like summarized it.
Good recap of the year plus. Well, less than year, but last year plus this year, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, we probably would. I mean, we could do another recap when we're earmark or when we get 100 subscribers.
Mhm.
But um, so far. And I think the topics that we'll probably continue to still like these are relevant, especially for us and for probably
Right.
our clients and people who are watching this. So we'll keep these audits and leadership, technology, and some one-off topics like that. Anything to add before I have to
Not
go?
today. Nope.
Oh well, I need to make sure that my cat doesn't come in and lick everything.
The drink.
Last thing I want is a drunk cat.
That's true. We could get some video of that.
Yeah, he's way too hyper to begin
Jazzy
with.
knocking stuff off the table and falling off the table.
He already does that without drinks.
Mm,
So,
yeah.
all right, cool.
All
Well then,
right. See everyone later.
all right.